Hi, welcome to this prototype unboxing for the horror game show. This is a brand new game hitting crowdfunding, so I'm going to add a link in the description of the video so that you can follow up and find out more about the game. On this video we're just going to focus on the prototype unboxing just to show you the components. Keep in mind that this still is a prototype, so lots of things can change and there will be improvements and different things over the course of the campaign. But just I want to share how cool some of the aesthetics and the components of the game look with you. That's why I'm making this prototype unboxing video. The game plays from 2 to 4 players, around 120 to 160 minutes, ages 16 and up, and it's designed by Sebastian Schrebro. The game is published by Board Games, and it's a game that it falls under the category of horror themed games. It's a game that has mechanisms of action event, contracts, deconstruction, dice rolling, hand management, secret unit deployment, square grid, variables player setup, and of course movement points and endgame bonuses and events. So lots of things are going on in this game, but it's very fun and very unique, and the background and the theme and the scene is also very nice, because as the title indicates, we have a game show. It's all about horror, and that's why you see the box. It actually looks like an old television apparatus, and it gives a vibe that it's similar to, I should say, horror movies of the 80s or something like that. The game has easily lots of things that they are unique, they can offer, and I was impressed by reading online the rulebook of the game. So on this video I'm just going to focus on the actual components, so they're going to follow with a separate how to play / review video where we're going to explain how the game works in practice and demonstrate it to you. The game again falls under the categories of horror games, with maze, with miniatures, with murder mystery, negotiation, science fiction, fighting, and dice, of course. So again, lots of things going on in terms of mechanisms and aspects of the game, but in general one can say that in the horror game show the players put on the role of a producer of a new reality show. They have their own team of competitors who they train, they equip, and they advertise and so on, but they also have somebody else up their sleeve, the hunters, a psychopathic murderer, various actually psychopathic murderers that they are empty of any feeling, emotion, and human I should say behavior, and they're going to be inserted into the show so that they create havoc. The aim of the player is of course quite obvious: to make the most money and gain the most fame and prestige. And keep in mind that again, this is a game show, so it's all about show and all about gaining those numbers. So let's open the box. This is how the box looks like. I like the fact that it looks like an old telly that you can put on the shelf, and actually gives a very nice vibe of a horror movie of some previous times. And this is the back of the telly. No, actually it's the back of the box. So let's open the box and see what we find inside inside this. So we find inside the rules of the game, which actually look like some kind of box container for moving things. Rules and regulations of the horror game show program, or actually I should say a dossier or something. So here's the introduction. You see the set exactly as introduced. This is the background of the game. We have the game components. We have 4 sector boards, 4 studio boards, 1 show board, various character figurines, contestant cards, hunter cards, action cards, intrigue cards, contra cards, achievement cards, event cards, and lots of blips, life markers, and 12 dice, of course. So the rulebook goes through the aim of the game setup. This is how you set up the game for running the game horror show. So very much looking forward to try this. So we have the show board, the studio board anatomy, and the gameplay. Here are the round phases. Each round has the specific phases, 3 phases: the beginning phase, the main phase, and the ending phase. and each phase is explained in detail on what happens, and some more breakdown and examples of the rules, and how the game ends, and a list of all the dedicated components, and some credits. I like the fact that they did some fingerprints on the illustrators, the designers, and the developer. I don't know if they're actual fingerprints, but it's a really cool idea for what the game stands for theme-wise. So very, very nicely done, a nice touch, I should say. Again, this is a prototype, so that's why you see bubble wrap. Okay. So let me put this aside for the moment. And let me start taking things out. So I should start from these boards here. We have 4 boards. These are the sector boards, as they're called. And again, the fact that they are 4 provide the ability for different modular map every time. Look at the detail. It's a massacre havoc scene for sure. It could easily be taken out of a nasty horror movie or a thriller, and it's fitting to the game. You wouldn't be having a horror game show on an open field, so makes sense. And it's nice art. Here you have the open street, for example. And you have some broken pipes with water flooding from the sewers or something nice. And here's some stage, some bodies, blood stains, footprints. You have it all. So very nice. I really like it. And I should say that it's fitting. So I'm just placing them randomly just to create some visuals for throwing all the rest of the components. Okay. Very, very nice feel and look. Then we have all these contestant cards. There are 12 in total. And I don't know why the rulebook says cards. They're cardboard pieces of thick cardboard. And you have the different names of the contestant and the stats and the dashboard. So lots of variety here, lots of different funky types. Looks good. So 12 in total. And I forgot. Brenda Jackson. Okay. And then we have 8 hunters that they go into the game and they spice things up. You need to bring those numbers up, by the way. So some hunters that they are psycho killers, essentially. Very nasty dudes and ladies and children, from what I see. Then we have the studio boards, one for each producer. Okay, and again, this is really, really nice. These are boards. Okay, these are color coded by color of the player. But what is the most interesting part, I should say, is the fact that it looks again like a studio. You have your screen, you have your monitors, and then you have your dials here. Okay, and this looks really, really nice. You have slots for your cards on the bottom and on the top. And this is thick cardboard, so very good quality stuff. I like it. We have 20 life markers. Yeah. And then we have a bag. We have 12 dice. It could be that these are custom in the campaign because I see different images in the rulebook, but in any case, for the purpose of the prototype, they work well. Then we have 2 more boards. We have 2 pieces actually that they go together and they form the show board. So these click together, and then you have the big show board. Okay, so for the moment I'm just going to put it there. We have lots of cards by decks. Okay. We have a pin. And then we have some tokens. So let me take this out. And let me show you what we have in terms of character figurines. Again, all your figurines that you've seen on the either a hunter or an actual player, they have color acrylic standees, which are thick and durable. So very nice choice here of material. I don't know if they're going to offer a version with miniatures, but as it is, I'm really liking already those. This is a new trend in the industry, and it's really gaining ground, I should say. And these are the contestants. They are the different characters that they're going to be playing the game. Again, they match the art on their boards. Okay, so and it feels nice. It feels nice in the hand. It feels nice because it has some weight. It looks nice because it's not a standee on a cardboard. It has the shape of the figurine around different characters. So this is a really, really good choice, and I really like what they've done with the matter of material selection. So all this, you see, you have them available. And then you have bases for your acrylic standees, color coded, and then you have 70 blips, which are all these tokens here, which we're going to cover how they work in the gameplay, how to play video, but quite a few components here as well. Now, the game, as you can see, comes with lots of cards, and I'm just going to show you the art on some of the decks, so I'm not going to go through any rules or explaining anything, just to show you that the art on these cards is really nice. It's really fitting, gives with a large section of the art the theme well, gives the background. Okay, so these are player aids with the blips, yeah. And then it's Last Man Standing, Doomslayer, Showmaster, and then you have some cards here. I think these are the event cards. Yeah. These are the event cards. That's why they have text. Okay. Then let's see. We have this big deck. Most probably I need to sort all this out, but for the purposes of this unboxing, let me quickly show you everything. Okay. I think these are the action cards, the majority of the cards in the game. And again, the art is really nice, really nice. I think it's fitting the theme of the game. Of course, it's a horror game, so it has some violence, so be aware of that, though this is not a game for kids. Okay, it's a game for grown-up. But if you are into horror movies and... Okay, this, we all know what it is. This reminds me the video that it's online. There's one on the plane as well, between Jack Norris and Jean-Claude Van Damme, if I'm not mistaken. So again, lots of different art here, lots of backgrounds. I think the art is very good in giving you the putting you into the theme. Okay, and then final cards here. We have these cards. These are the intrigue cards. and they look like they are out of some kind of notepad. Very, very nice art. I really like how what they have done here. It's brilliant and fitting. Cool, cool, cool. Great. Looks really nice, this deck. Then we have these cards, which are the event cards. Yeah, sorry, these were the challenge cards, the green ones with the text. These are the these ones. These are the challenge cards. Yeah, these are the event cards with the blue background, if I remember correctly. And they have all different sorts of scenarios and situations. Okay, a lot of variety here. And last but not least, we have the contract cards for the participants of the show. Great, so lots of things going on in this game. It's not a difficult game, but it's very, very fun and unique, and certainly it has a punch. So very much looking forward to try this one out and come back to cover the gameplay and the instructions of the game with a separate video. So stay tuned for more on the horror game show.